Hi, this is Anita from 5 Minutes with Art. Well, this month we're kind of diverting a bit from, our normal questions of talking about different great artists because I love the great artists, but I want to talk about a few things about art itself. And so this month, a couple of my podcasts, if you've been listening, have been talking about different things to do about art. One of the questions that people have also asked is, how does art benefit human society? Like, how does art benefit society? There's kind of like, this can be kind of a bit controversial because there's some people think like, oh, we don't need art. We don't need art at all. But yet there's many ways that art can benefit society. And here are some of the ways that it can benefit society and benefit people. First of all, art is good for the brain. Research has shown time and time again that art helps the brain. A lot happens in our bodies and minds when we create or view art. That is why art is used today as a therapeutic or rehabilitation medicine, because art really does help the brain. Art can help reduce stress. It can help with focus. It can help you process emotions. That's why you see a lot of times they'll use art with children. If children have had trauma or other things happen to them, they may use art for them to be able to express themselves, to be able to better understand them. It can, give clarity, and it can foster communication. So, art can, just basically, it can be good for our brains. It can, help us in many ways that maybe we don't think about how it helps us. So that's why I always say that everyone can pick up a paintbrush or a pen or a pencil, become an artist, and just sort of learn from art and just use art to be able to de-stress themselves. Art can help change opinions. For centuries, art has been used as a way to change public opinions. Many artists created their art as a political statement. For example, art movements were influenced by politics. Even during and after World War I. In Europe, many became disillusioned with the world at the times, and this started some art movements. There's some blogs that we have in there that you can read some more about how art changed because of the political because of politics. In fact, throughout the world, art and politics have gone hand in hand. That when you study politics, you can really also study art, or vice versa. The two of them sort of go together. Art can really help us to also elevate our historical understanding. You can't look at world famous paintings like Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa or the Last Supper of Leonardo da Vinci, but it can give you some historical insights, especially the Mona Lisa. We learn a bit about women's clothing. We learn a bit about the hairstyle during that time. We have a view of the history by the landscape that's in the background. All of these things can help us to be able to have an eye into history, eye into the world. Even the Mona Lisa smile itself is sort of like a view into the history. Is it a happy smile? Is it a sad smile? What type of smile does she exactly have on her face? The truth is, we really don't know. But paintings like the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, they help to give us this glimpse into history that we would not have otherwise. That is one of the great things about art, is that art really helps us to be able to understand history. If we did not have the art of many of these great artists, especially the artists during the Renaissance era and onward, we would have missed so many parts of history. Think about that. The camera wasn't back then. We wouldn't have known a lot of things if we wouldn't have had art, if we wouldn't have had Rembrandt, painting, if we wouldn't have many of the other great artists painting during that time period. There'd be many things we would not have understood about that time if the artist had not recorded them. So art really does greatly benefit, human society and benefits all of us. And art can benefit us either by creating art or by viewing art. Every single person can benefit through art. That is why art continues and will be and continues to be such an important part of all cultures and worlds and all throughout the entire world. That's why art continues to be so essential. This is Anita from 5 Minutes with Art. Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up, like us, tell others about us. This really does make a difference. We would really love to have you be part of our community. We'd like to thank our technical team, especially Rico. Thank you so much for help putting this together.